Saturday Showdown. T1 versus Genji Esports.
Dude, Maokai support, specifically a decent matchup into the Rakan, because the ult just kind of makes it really hard to engage. You have the point and click CC, saplings that you can throw down and provide coverage and brushes. Another unique pick for Lahens, by the way, with this. Kind of following that trend of let's just keep trying new things.
Yeah, if you keep losing, try new things, because you might as well. You're in play-ins anyway.
Yeah.
Maybe Maokai is the goated pick here.
But I will say, it is such power in terms of HLE's backline access. I really struggle to see how they're going to be able to protect Calix and Jiwoo.
We got someone off the stage. As we got a quick look at Calix running into the back, which, yep, we got another escapee. You know what happened.
Yeah.
Well, guys, we're ready to go now, as it's game one between HLE and Nongshim.
You're very liable to get exploded by a composition like HLE's, so I guess that's probably the thought process behind him going after Shock. Like, I do not want to be instantly dead.
Snow flash here for Kingin. Zeus definitely doing a good job of bringing him very close in. The flash on in from Zeus just to make sure he's in range. One more Q could potentially do it here. Not quite enough damage, but now, oh, the Harpoon's gonna miss.
Nice.
But Peanut goes back in as he gets his cooldowns up. And that will be first blood up for HLE.
Peanut's trying to follow, but he's a little bit further behind, and Peanut doesn't have 6 yet. I think Zeus is just dead.
He should be, as the Snow Flash available. TP is coming in. They're trying to punish this dive, as Gideon has taken so many turret shots. But the TP is just a little bit too slow, and Peanut's not there on time. So maybe they just wanted to set up for this.
Yeah,
and that's probably the call.
Looking to contest these grubs here.
All right.
Zek is moving.
Yeah. Going on in was Gideon, but not a full commit.
No top laner has TP.
Do have the Nature's Grasp. That is a big Aurora ultimate, as everybody's going to be rooted up here. They try to turn immediately on Azeka, and that they will. That's first kill in the fight going over to Nongshim. And that just means that HLE have to back away from this one, losing out on their mid laner.
They still have the quickness. They're a little bit ambitious if they want to go for this 3v4.
Yeah, I mean, maybe just want to get in and say, we are threatening, so let us take one. And that's exactly what does happen.
Did a great job of just...
Gideon just kind of getting caught in his own jungle. Not sure how this one originated. Wants to take down his red buff. He does survive for quite a long time, but it's just the buff transfer over to Pino.
Yep.
Little trade coming out as Equalizer is down, but even the exhaust committed to, as he wants to get the kill. He will not have it, though, as Lahens goes on in, burning the flash, but not getting the kill with that Q.
Commits the flash. Flash on Maokai pretty big. Not available anymore. And HLE now with the control to move over to this dragon and pick it up.
It's just primitive gaming at this point in time. Delay gonna go get the knockup. Viper's almost dead. Meanwhile, I'm not really sure how this happened. He's gonna have to flash away, because now Peanut's going in. They have Zeus on the way, but TP committed to by Calix. And Viper doesn't have Flash or Valkyrie, so he's just dead. It's just a kill on over. Gideon nearly dies. Meanwhile,
position.
What did he mean by that? All right, Needle's coming out once again, but no exhaust available. Just burning down Kingin. Needle's not quite doing enough. As here's Peanut, doesn't have his ult, but he doesn't need it as the damage comes in.
And that's working very well.
So this is a replay. Does Lahens just die? He just...
Yes.
He just
Pretty
died.
straightforward.
We have a fight in live. Kingin just dead again.
Pretty straightforward. Kingin's like, you know what? I can do it too.
Guys?
This is a very serious game. Viper, I think...
He's running towards the light. He's like, please, please help me. There's no help in that. As, you know, the play safe AD carry does not work here.
He had his Valkyrie, though.
Yeah. A little bit interesting.
For HLE, I think Nongshim can re-engage this. To be fair, they've been 2 big tools of their own.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like Calix wants to do something, but he is pretty much alone. Maybe if he hits the eye, actually kind of close there, but he's just waiting for the right time to go for the Viper trade. Speaking of which, Gideon is going to go in, just presses buttons. Ignite utilized, and even a redemption as well, trying to get onto Calyx. There's the equalizer. That's the combo, as the Maokai ultimate does a great job of zoning for the rest of the team, but not for Gideon, as they will be able to block the rest of the missiles there. Kingen wasn't even in the fight, as he was in the top lane. So that's going to be Double Dragon here, and Ocean Soul on the way for HLE.
You can auto-attack them. That is a thing you can do. They will fight you, though.
All right, well, Kingen, he's going to get the turret, and he's going to TP away.
Oh!
Yep. Just barely, though. This is actually just a very smart play.
Yeah, huge macro play. The ideal spot to teleport as well. Should be able to get this, get the plant on the way out.
They're all running down. They're like, no, we can't let this happen.
I'm sorry, guys. It's already happened.
They might be able to punish. Not before he gets a pedal, though.
I think if you eat and then, because you get the reset when you auto something.
Yeah, well, he's super dead. They're going to give the kill over to Viper purposefully as well.
Yeah, Genji to 5 games, right?
Yeah.
It's just been a struggle recently. Now they are starting at a... Oh, this is dangerous. This is very dangerous. It's going down quickly. They could get this and just try and run.
It looks like that's going to be the play. The equalizer is down on top of Calyx. He is pretty much just going to go down. They get the Otacon, and they're looking to turn here. They're not running, which is part of the plan. The part of the plan was to run afterwards, but they're not able to, as Peanut is going to get a second kill there. And just going to try to dodge the Jhin as everybody groups up to save him, and Kingen is eventually going to go down. Yes, they got the Otacon, but, well, actually able to get a couple of kills off of the back of that. Even gets the shutdown for the Gwen.
Like, they got harder to fully read the impact.
Uh-oh, another engage coming on in. Nongshim kind of caught with their pants down, trying to get in towards the Dragon. The TP is going straight into Zeus as Delight gets low on the left side, but Kingen is isolated on the right. He's isolated, but he's actually winning the fight here, and they just barely is not going to get it done. But Nongshim at least win on the left side, and some low health bars here for HLE means they have to back away for now. They're the ones making the plays. They're the ones that are trying to make things happen. As I say that, though, Lehens gets in, and he's making it happen up against Zeus, who was caught big time in the top lane. And Zeus going to pick up his first kill of the contest. The damage already down to 6,000, as Peanut's going to go in pretty early. Looks like maybe they didn't have a huge amount of vision, but they wanted to get the fight started regardless. Now they have the redemption, as in they go. Peanut trying to get close here, as it might just come down to a flip, but Kingen is keeping him out of the pit, as down will go the Baron in favor of Nongshim. The equalizer good on the top side, but maybe they only get Lehens after this. Looks like maybe they're going to get a little bit more, though, as they're looking for Jiwoo. Calyx nearly going to take off the head of the Rakan. Calyx forced to flash away. I think you just got to sacrifice Jiwoo here. And that they will do, as the rest of them barely scamper off.
And the top side is getting access to these backline targets really important. And also playing into Maokai is really awkward with him just being able to sapling these brushes clear out. The Ocean Soul map buffs the Maokai a good amount.
All right, I'll kind of come down here. It's kind of preemptive. Doesn't really do a whole lot. Nobody was engaging on the side of Live Esports, so yeah, that's kind of a wasted ult. In they go now, as the Gwen's got a very nice angle. Look at the damage from these needles. It's just insane. That's going to be the end of Zeus. And now you got this Jhin on the backline totally safe. There's the 4th shot in, as a couple of kills will go in to the side of HLE as well. Viper still doing that damage, but slowed up by the bomb on the ground. Oh, okay. See if they can get some vision. Yes, they do. They have a ward in the pit. And, well, he's just not going to go for it.
Not able to find the angle. Viper's in trouble.
Yeah, he's in a lot of trouble. He is going to flash over the wall, though, as here comes Jiwoo trying to get in and get the kill. It's a trade, but another kill goes over, as Delight was also trying to sacrifice himself. She's not here.
He just played a control wood now, so I think they're very aware.
And now they definitely know. In goes Lehens. He's going to take a ton of damage, actually. Has to flash out of here and just throw down the Nature's Grasp. A ton of poke coming down here as Kingen on the back line. He's going to throw out the needles, but there's the engage. They find Jiwoo in the front line, and down he goes just like that. Calyx, the other Fed member, is going to bite the dust, as it's really only Kingen, but it's just too little too late. And HLE, they get the drop on the important members, and they will win this fight in a big way. Finally, in this game, we know who won the fight in a big way, in a commanding way, and now they're just going to push mid and try to end.
Yeah, for the first time, we get like a really convincing fight win, and it's on the back of this Wukong Rakan. This is why this combo is so broken. Peanut dives in despite being low HP. Delight can follow. They CC the Jhin, they CC the Orianna. They both go down, and now pushing to end the game. King, and I don't think you can do it alone.
He doesn't have his needles back, and they're just gonna, dogpile straight on in to the Gwen, and that is going to be the ace at the end of it all on top of the Nexus turrets. That is the end of game number 1 as HLE, they finally get the one big fight we were waiting for, and they will take down the one big Nexus for the one big game number 1 win.
Congratulations to Viper for getting his 300 win. But yeah, I mean, it came down to that clutch team fight at the end where really you finally saw HLE execute on what their composition wanted to do. But HLE, I mean, look at that gold graph. It's like back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And then just
game.
To the moon.
Yeah. And that was it. Went to the moon once, and that was the end. Well, that's not barred.
Ends up going for the Leona.
I'm 0 for 2 on the lip reading today.
I feel like HLE's composition pretty stable, you know? You have 2 high DPS backliners. You have the Unraveled Earth, which is a lot of value here. You have like a lot of CC provided by the Leona Sejuani with the Ambessa on top. It's that front to back that you normally typically go for. I think for Nongshim, they're going to do a lot more work. They have that poke element from the Varus, but it's a lot about diving and backline access. So you need to find the angles to make that work.
Well, let's see how game number 2 looks as we hop on the rift.
Something bad happens, Capybara. Nothing happens, Capybara. It's just every situation.
Yeah.
Those are the best emotes. It's always applicable. They nerfed his E and Q damage a little bit, particularly E later on when it's got more points in it. And they buffed the on-hit damage on his W. There's obviously a lot of tankier targets here. Oh, that's annoying.
Oh, the flash on in too. He wants to kill, and he will have the kill. Lehens gives the thumbs up and says, thank you very much for your gold.
Yep. The Talia doing okay in the lane match against Akali. No. Lehens ruin it. Yeah, flashes over. Goes for the Q as well. And the Spiderlings to tank the tower hits on the exit zone. Spider sense.
A lot of rocks on the ground here. Calyx, though, is going to dodge the knock-up. Still has his flash. Still is on the run. And gets away without having to use it. Nicely done here by Calyx.
Well played there. Disengaging from the situation. It was a 3-man attempt as well from HLE. They brought numbers, so it'll feel frustrating not to have gotten a kill there. They'll take the big raptor as a consolation prize, but still. Zeka was spotted when he stopped still to recall. Oh, yeah. Engage comes in.
All right, Engage is there too, in a bit of trouble. Does have his flash, but just dies instead. As now up in the air goes Lehens, and with all of that stacking of the Frost, he is just going to go down as well. See what this leads to. Gideon, level 6. They want to go in on this big time as the wall is desperate to say the least. Talia is not a spider, unfortunately.
No, that's the disadvantage.
Yeah. 2 grubs already, and they're going to look for the engage, but the cocoon comes out. Not going to stop the Sejuani, though. As a follow-up comes in, and Lehens, level 4 Elise, just kind of gets mangled in that fight.
Those really get exploded.
No first item for Zeka versus Calyx, as speaking of getting exploded, going to actually repel it this time. Nicely done, but in goes Calyx, trying to find Zeka. Going to be pushed away, though. As might just come down to a bit of a flip now as the wall is going to come in, but Calyx and Gideon are in the back line and nobody can help them. Lehens is over the wall and so is Jiwoo, and down will go Gideon as in they go. Another nice knockback here from the side of Zeka, and that will be handily won by the side of HLE. Viper looking for a bit more. He's got that on the hunt, and that will do it. Picks up the 3rd kill for the team as Zeus. Can he manage a 4th? It looks like no. But Viper, man, he is getting pretty big, and that is 2,000 kills for Viper. Congratulations to him, as now looking for number 4. Zeus will pick it up on the very back end of that one.
Yeah, and then here on the top side. So again, disengages, waits out the ultimate, knows he has flash. Ultimate's now gone, all the Qs used up. He knows he has the cooldowns, flashes in for the clean combo.
It's just great understanding. He was so far away from Aatrox, but it just didn't matter.
Yep.
When you're playing Ambessa, you can close that gap so quickly.
Great read of just his cooldowns and his opponent's cooldowns.
Oh, ult's gonna come in as Lehens abandons ship. He's like, I'm getting out of here. And honestly, probably the right call, although he might still die as the boomerang catches him on the back end. Not meant to be. Meanwhile, we got another jump scare from the Sejuani, who is so accelerated in this game. They can't quite get the kill onto Lehens, but look at Peanut. It's been part of 8 out of 9 kills. Come on down. Come join the party. as the wall this time is going to go off.
Oh, that was so nice.
Yeah, he's still in a little bit of trouble there up against both walls, as between a rock and a hard place could not have been more accurate in this situation. As meanwhile, Gideon is going to go for a little long walk here, as eventually I think he just dies to Talia. No, dies to Leona.
Oh, redemption. But even so, I mean, it's still the right call to go for the redemption, and in the end, you get...
Alex, I don't know about this one. He's still gonna try for it. Might as well limit test, I guess. Oh! The flash on in, and Calyx outplays Zeus in the 1v1, down 2 levels.
Two very dashy champions making a flashy 1v1, and I think Zeus wasn't really ready to get skill check like that. He got completely outplayed by Calyx on this Akali. Oh, we're gonna see the replay. Lands a Q initially, gets the passive proc, another one there with the Shuriken. Actually, didn't save the Shuriken until later. That's the reaction you want.
Meanwhile,
Viper's doing his thing in the mid lane.
Hanging out in the mid lane. He's going to take the Rift Herald again. I think he's going bot. There he goes. We got a TP coming down as well. And here comes Viper. Just charging on down. Ooh! Oh no! What? Shelly, come on!
That is, oh my god, that is so disappointing.
That just, happy now. Can't believe that just happened. All right, the flash, and he is not going to be able to get out of this one. And there you go, Jiu. Going to pick up a kill. Nice predict on the flash. Great way to deal with this Sejuani. I mean, yes, they have the on-hit Forest, but he's got to have his cleanse. He has to have his summoners to deal with them. As now, here comes Homalife Esports. The engage comes in, and guess who they're going to find? It is, of course, Lehens, who does get over the wall, but Calyx dies on the top side of the fight. On the top side, not sure if they're going to be able to spot him. There's the turn. Lehens is already dead.
Where'd he go?
Just disappeared. Gideon says, well, I got to do something. He's going to get in. He's super low, though, as the damage is stopped on the Otacon. He goes back in, but the smite is good for the Sejuani, and the fight is even better for the side of HLE as the sun comes in, shuts down Kingin, and it's a double kill for Zeus. He gets his revenge.
Peanut there. Oh.
Okay, going on into this one. Calyx actually going to be caught. There's nowhere really for him to go. He is at Kali, so maybe. Okay, he's going to shuriken and flash over the wall.
I need GP if you really.
Oh, Zeka. Zeka's got the angle. Oh.
Oh, she's a random
still
shuriken.
chasing him. Yeah, that could have been anyone's shuriken. You know, it's not 100% Akali.
That could be one from Melia.
Yeah. Oh, there's the rocks on the ground, and there you go. That's how the Talia deals with Akali.
And that's such a late death for the Akali. Dragon's up in 15. Oh, Viper.
Yeah, you see the smite come down just in case he spell shields, but Delayed is here. The heal comes out, and he is not punished, not this time, for his greed there on the mid-turret. They are going to get the mid-turret. Gideon goes back in, not knowing that Peanut is here, I would assume, as now Kingin has the angle, but he just doesn't have a team. Yeah. HLE just rolling this snowball as an ult goes very wide, but Peanut does put up the emote, so it's all worth, it's all okay. Kingin going to get bursted down eventually. There he goes. As more emotes come out, and HLE are just having fun at this point, almost 10K ahead. You know, you got the underdog team really fighting hard. It's very close in the first one. They almost get it done, and then
the overtime team.
Yeah, the game 2 is just absolute smash. Speaking of which, maybe they're going to get Zeus here. He is going to get the redemption on top, but I think he will be you know, redemptioned by his team in the end, redeemed, whatever you want to say, as they're going on in. They're getting a lot more kills after the fact, as in goes Calyx, going to get the kill on the Delight. That's probably the last that he will get in this fight. Kingin basically living forever, but will just die to the Talia. Oh, that's the Peanut emote. Wait, did Peanut do it first?
I hope Peanut does like a capybara emote. Oh! Oh.
He's like, all right, I'm just gonna farm my jungle now.
Little juke. Oh, wait, he's out. He's out. He's out. He's out. He's out.
Yeah, he's out. He has an angle. I don't think they have any idea. Oh, he's gonna try to send it. Oh, he was so close. Very nice try from Gideon, but it's just not going to matter in the end. The Baron does go over to HLE, and they should be winning this fight. The stun goes down on Jiu, but he has the cleanse. I mean, they need a damage dealer. There you go. The light going to escape with the gates. And that should be the end of this game with... Yeah, this game is over. Calyx not even going to be able to get in there. The Rocket Bell just to try to wave clear. This Calyx, they want to actually get him. He is doing a good job of distracting.
He's saving KDA.
Yeah.
Not with it. Oh, he increased it.
He increases KDA. There you go.
Nice.
KDA player in the best way.
Yeah.
2-0 for HLE Showdown. So make sure you guys are tuning in for that 2 hours earlier, as always, on the weekends.
Peanut was pretty good in game 1, right? And he had that engage at the end, was pretty solid. He definitely was.
I really don't know what to expect from them in play-ins. I just have no idea. Like, do they lock in and say, we're just the better team, like we're a Legend Group team, but also we lost every single match in Legend Group? Or is it, D plus Kia or BNK or one of these other teams? As it will be Peanut to pick up the player of the match. Not a big surprise in my mind. I think his Wukong was fantastic, and a Sejuani got so far ahead.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, guys. This is Seer for the team interview with Hana Life Esports. Please welcome Zeus, Peanut, Seka, Viper, and Delight. Congratulations! First of all, let's talk to Zeus. After transferring to Hana Life Esports this year, you have completed your first regular season. How do you feel? Well, first of all, I don't think I struggled too hard getting used to a new team, and I think I'm having so much fun playing with my team. And this year, the LCK structure changed and was played in a new format. So how did you like it? Because we kept playing against the top teams, it just felt like going into the hot tub and then the cold just back and forth. And in game 2, you faced Akali, and she made you say, what a broken champion. And she did get fed in the game, but she's also starting to show up more frequently in games now. So what was the plan to shut her down? I was ahead in terms of items, so I did not plan to lose there, but I even think that even during the trade, I didn't do that badly. I didn't even make a big mistake. So I was just really flustered when I lost. And so what is your goal in the near future? Yes. I mean, no, I just want everyone to be happy and healthy. I meant the end of season and the playoffs goals, but Zeus is wishing everyone a healthy and happy life, so we hope that you have a happy playoffs for the rest of this year. And Peanut, on the last match of the regular season, you got a POM. How does it feel to receive the last POM? It feels great to get a POM, but being able to decorate our last match with a 2-0 victory makes me even happier. And in game 1, your driving skills with Shelly was just on point, and we thought you were Leclerc. And now that you'll have to drive your team to a higher place, what do you have to plan? How do you plan to lead the team? Yeah, I believe I'm a great driver. And for the upcoming best of 5s, I just really want to reach the top of our form to be successful. And today, Peanut, you pulled out your Sejuani after a while. So now, in prep for the playoffs, what will you focus on when it comes to the drafts? For the best of 5s, I think whenever we try to plan out our practice, we just have to be prepared for that 5th game. And that requires us to be mindful of getting and coming up with a lot of different strategies. And Seka, the regular season has ended. How do you feel? It was such a long regular season, but it feels amazing to end with a victory. And yes, it was a long journey. Was there any particular memorable moment? Well, for this regular season, given that it was so long, I feel like right now is the most memorable. And anything that you kind of wish was different? As for this regular season, there are a lot of shortcomings that I can remember. And I just hope that I can refine those moments, that I can come back stronger for the playoffs. And with around 2 weeks left until the playoffs, what will you prioritize? I think it's just for due to the difference between best of fives and best of threes, I just have to be more prepared for that best of fives in the playoffs. And Viper, how does it feel to finish the regular season with a victory? It was the last match and it feels good to win. And it was a pretty clean 2-0, so it feels amazing. And you had such an awesome performance. How do you look back at this regular season? I feel like I can't even remember what happened in round 1. It's been so long. It's been a long journey. And the whole process, it was pretty rocky. And since only the crucial playoffs is remaining, I think I just have to continue thinking about what I have learned, how I've gotten so far, and I just have to really turn those learnings into a better performance. And you have reached 300 LCK wins and 2,000 kills. Such big milestones today. Please give it up for Viper, everyone. What would you like to say about that? These are 2 big milestones, you know. You must be quite proud of yourself. Honestly, yeah, I do think about that. And I just want to keep playing and doing my best. And what goals do you have? I think just putting in my best every single day, putting my best foot forward, and also for the preparation for my playoffs and just playing the best so that anyone can say that, hey, these guys are pretty good. They're amazing. I think that's really my goal. And Delight, how does it feel to wrap the regular season? It was a 2-0 victory on our last match of the regular season. And I just really want to make sure that we finish strong until the very end. And you've actually expressed some regret in your own performance lately. So what do you see as your biggest shortcoming and what do you want to work on for the playoffs? I think everything, really. Everything here and there, I think I do regret and it just feels like a little bit of a bummer. But I do believe that that's something, it's everything that I can actually improve on. So I want to come back even stronger. Now that you got a 2-0 against Nongshim, now you have to wait for the T1 versus Genji match tomorrow. So what do you have to say? No matter who wins, I think we have to do well and we have to win in order for us to climb. So, I mean, I feel like I'll carefully cheer for Genji because that would allow us to get more practice time. So I hope that they do well tomorrow. And now, back to the team captain, Peanut. Please share any word you have here for your fans. It was such a long season. But there are a lot of top-tier teams that we had lost against, but we still have so many opportunities to come back. And I do believe that that's something that we should feel lucky about. And I want to make sure that we're able to close it out strongly so that we can repay all the fans for all their support. Please give it up one more time for Hana Live Esports. And that's the end of the season end team interview with Hana Live Esports. And back to the space. Thank you.